It only takes one, and you're my guy. So the new Captain America movie, first, let's set expectations. Okay, if this is trash and this is peak, not quite there, that's about right. Where did it fall? You know, I see what you're doing, but it just kind of meets my expectations. So what kind of led me down this path? Any Captain America movie is going to be compared to Winter Soldier. Yes, that includes Civil War. Because Winter Soldier was such a great movie, it goes beyond a comic book movie. It's some people's just general favorite movie. And for the comic book lovers, it's one of their favorite comic book movies, period. So with that, there will be comparisons, but I do think that there are elements taken from Winter Soldier that you see in A Brave New World, such as, Steve, the hero, his supporting role, Natasha, and the villain, Bucky, who he has a previous relationship with. Sam Wilson now as Captain America, the new Falcon as his supporting cast, Red Hulk as his villain, but there's a relationship there. Different, but it's there. Where I think Winter Soldier does a better job is it delegates its cast better. That Captain America movie is a Captain America movie. Whereas A Brave New World, it doesn't feel like Sam Wilson goes through his character arc until the end of the movie. There's heart there. There's potential there. His whole motivations for the movie, I don't want to get into spoiler territory, but they're justifiable. However, it felt more like this is why we're doing it, more than I want you to focus on this. I want you to marinate on this. I want this to impact how you feel about the situation. It's just kind of there. We move on. Remember it's there, but we move on. So whose character growth are we seeing for the majority of the movie? Well, Red Hulk. In the moment where Sam Wilson interacts with Bucky, that was when I was like, to be honest, this should have been the movie. Because it was so genuine, it was so fluent, it was funny, and it was such a brief moment that you go, okay, all the years that these two actors have been together just paid off in that one scene. It makes me want to go back and watch the TV show Falcon and Winter Soldier. But this is the movie that I'm supposed to be watching. And that's just, hopefully that makes you understand why it's right there at my expectations. It's not bad. It's not the best movie ever. Now that I've said all that, there is something that I want to leave you with. Are minority characters being set up to fail? While I believe that it is there, I think they just don't know how to handle minority characters. It's easy to handle T'Challa or Shang-Chi because you can dive into their cultures without being racist. But how do you handle a Black American without being overtly pandering and not being racist? Are you following me? And the reason why I think they don't is because this movie went through reshoots. Why is that significant? Well, we know Falcon and Winter Soldier had its own problems. We know Armor Wars is going through its own problems. We know Blade, its script is being done to death. They just don't know what to do. And rather put something out there, they'll just scrap it. Err on the safe side. So those are my thoughts on the new Captain America movie, A Brave New World. Did you watch it? Let me know in the comments and I'll read those in my downtime. Peace. Eternals. Oh my God. This has been bugging me. No, legit, like this has been bugging me. So I'm like, we're going to ignore the fact that a huge ass alien tried to pop out of the earth. Like we're just going to skim over that. And everybody is like, oh, like it's solid rock, so nobody really wants it. Okay, but now we're saying that rock is adamantium, setting up for a certain character, huh? So it is a precious metal. So not only should the nations be fighting over this, other space nations should be fighting over this resource. Okay, that's just a little tangent. But again, if you hadn't seen the Eternals, you're just kind of like, oh, that was a thing? Yes, that was a thing. Whew. Okay, we're closure.